Alright, here is the 10.3 patch rundown. Make it short and sweet. IE nerf, assassins are getting weaker. This is going to affect Twitch, this is going to affect assassins. 3 assassins got buffed here a little bit, but when you combine out with this, overall, I think it's still a nerf to them. So comps like some sins that we're already not seeing are going to have even harder time. 6 sin is a little weaker, and then this is just going to really hurt Twitch and assassins in general. Luden's Echo, this is a straight up nerf. 1 star doesn't matter. 3 star it's nerfed. It's fine. Preds get a little weaker at 3 star end, but that's okay because at that point they're already pretty good. Kog'Maw has a little more damage at all stars. That's pretty good. The big one is the light change. So 3 lights is going to be better. So something like some sins with like a light spat Z is going to be a decent amount better, but this kind of sucks for 6 light comps because you're not getting nearly as much healing and the attack speed's less. So hopefully this combined with all the Yorick changes means lights go down just a little bit. And we're probably going to be seeing more Lucian in lights instead of Vayne. Vayne got a pretty big nerf right here. This is bigger than you'd think. And then Lucian got a pretty big buff. So we're probably going to see more Lucian in lights as opposed to Vayne. And it's probably going to be a little better at 1 star Yorick and a lot worse at 2 star Yorick. So moving on down, Braum got a decent buff. He's already a really good tank. This is just going to make him a little bit crazier. So running Braum like Rangers is going to be real nice. Leblanc got a little buff. That's fine. She was kind of a bad mage. This brings her up just a little bit, not too much. Nocturne buff, still garbage. Master E buff, this is so much attack speed. If you actually can get items on this guy at 2 star, it's gonna be pretty good. Ionic Spark, sure, that might be better. Who knows? This is the big one everyone's talking about. So there's not gonna be any spats at carousels, but there's gonna be a lot more spats coming out of gold boxes. So honestly, you might be getting just as many spats. This might not even change anything. I mean, we'll have to see what the actual drop rate on it is from boxes. But I imagine like more said it's gonna be up significantly, so you could be getting a spat like every other game. Alright, Lunar. This is pretty nice. It's not a huge difference, but it's kind of nice. Ornn's gonna be a lot better as a warrior now. It's gonna be a lot better in the early game with something like a Volibear. This is gonna give you a lot more value than it gives you. Jax buff. That's fine. Jax is already a good unit. This is gonna help him out a little more early game. Yasuo, no one really runs Yasuo, but this is kind of nice. He has a good chance to get 2 ultis off with this mana bar. Annie, the 1 star Annie was brought down a lot, like a good amount. 2 star Annie's up a bit, plus her damage is higher. So Annie 2 star got a pretty decent buff. This is 10% and this is 10%, so that's a big buff. This is a huge nerf to Annie 1. Olaf 3 buffed. Zed's gonna be getting ults off a little sooner, which is pretty nice. If you have items like Ionic Spark on him, or even if you're running like light spats, this might make Zed and lights and some sims usable, but we'll have to see if the comp can actually like make it that stage in the game. But this has potential. Static Shiv, okay, this gives Rangers a little bump up combined with the Braum shield, and then it's also nice on Preds. If you are what isn't this? I guess it's the same at all. Oh, never mind. So yeah, this helps Preds a little bit. This helps Rangers a little bit. It makes that transition a little smoother. This like Static's already a pretty good item. I'm surprised they buffed it. 6 Shadow nerf, it doesn't make a big difference. This is another Pred buff. This gives you a lot more frontline. It's pretty good. Mundo, sure, makes him a little tankier. Janna stun, dude, Janna's actually gonna be kind of nice. I would recommend you guys, like, if you can fit Janna, try it out. Like, Janna's already pretty fucking good. Like, the heal's nice, and then the stun's gonna be pretty good. Lux, sure. Yeah, they just toned down Lux 1 a little bit. Yorick's like the big one. His 1 star minions are gonna be a lot weaker, but there's gonna be 3 of them. If they actually go through with the 3 minion change, that it's probably going to be a buff to Yorick 1, just because you have more bodies on the boards. If you're playing something like 6 lights and you only have Yorick 1, you get 3 light procs instead of 2, which is actually like kind of a buff, but they're not going to be nearly as tanky. At 2 star, it's a little nerf, and then his mana is nerfed a bit, so he's not going to be gaining off as many ultis with like a GA or like defensive items. So overall, I think Prez got a little little boost, especially if you're not going Ludens. Assassins have been brought down, Lights have been brought down a little bit if you're going to Vayne a lot, but if you're going Lucian, I think they're pretty much on par. This is going to impact things like Vayne carry, it's going to impact Yorick's, and it's going to impact Azir. But Lucian's going to come out stronger, so I think if you can run Lights with Lucian, you'll be in a good spot. And then I think Lights Master Yi, if you can fit it, like it's already pretty good. And with this, it could be a lot better. So that's it for the patch rundown. Thanks for watching.